All right, as promised, here is the part two to Trump's building a dictatorship. And like I said before, I think that's completely bogus. I continue to think it's completely bogus. And I think his last couple of points are pretty loose. And I don't know why people think Donald Trump's instilling a dictatorship within the United States. I mean, heck, he's how old? He's gonna be how old by the time his presidency's up? I think 80. Like he's gonna be too old for that anyway. There's just no way. I think they're grasping at straws and like I've said before, just drumming up Trump hate.
American history, we have no choice.
However, many observers don't see just immigration enforcement.
This is Gestapo type stuff.
Gestapo-like behavior.
Are we really going to be the Gestapo? Where's your papers? Is that what we've come to?
I was wanting to pause the video there for a while and interrupt him, but I figured I'd let it play on. I think comparing ICE to the Gestapo is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, that's absurd. ICE has been around for quite some time now, and the current director of ICE was the director of ICE for Obama. So there isn't an issue. Like, ICE is no Gestapo. They're also going after illegal immigrant. The Jews were, most of them were native to Germany when they were arrested and were German citizens. These are illegal immigrants that are being arrested by ICE. People that refuse to assimilate to the United States' culture of the Constitution. And that's really what it boils down to. It's just ridiculous. The Gestapo is executing those people. Like he said, political adversaries. That is not who ICE is arresting. They're arresting criminals, people that broke into this country. They've already committed one crime. How many more will they commit? And they don't care about our laws or our culture. They've made that very clear. So what is the issue here? That they're being arrested and deported. Nothing else. I don't understand this guy's point. I don't think he actually has one.
Huddled, trying to stay warm, wrapped in these aluminum foils, looking like dead bodies.
There's no window that you can look outside.
I never was able to breathe fresh air.
Fluorescent lights are shining 24/7.
I worked as a journalist in Egypt and I was persecuted and detained and tortured. My experience at the Butler County Jail was more traumatizing than my detention in Egypt.
ICE currently has...
That is freaking absurd. That was more traumatizing? That's ridiculous. I wonder how much he got paid to say that nonsense. I mean, if he thinks that that was bad, he should have been detained under Obama. Obama kept the illegal immigrants in cages and deported unaccompanied minors, and they had bad medical care across all ICE facilities. Obama deported 3 million people, and ICE turned 5 million away at the border. And Donald Trump has only deported 1.3 million in 6 years. There is a huge gap here in who the enemy should be. And in the Democrats' mindset, it's just Donald Trump, even though there's a historical precedent for what is happening in the United States. And Obama is definitely not the first one, or, the only one. Neither, Donald Trump and Obama are not the first and only ones to be doing this. I'm sure of it. And there's like I said, a huge gap in the numbers here. The Democrats are flip-flopping and painting Donald Trump as the enemy so they can seize power and gain voters. And that's really what it comes down to. Like, did Brendan Miller do absolutely any research at all for this video?
Of your duties.
Perhaps the most ominous way in which ICE feels like something from a dictatorship is the way it seems it can get away with anything. As Stephen Miller knows, even when federal agents kill someone, US law makes it very difficult for states to bring charges against federal officers, or for families to sue for damages. The DOJ, who should...
I think it's always been hard to sue the federal government and officers. When was the last time the FBI or the CIA got sued? Like, seriously. Also, why did he show footage of Renee Good running over that ICE officer? Seriously, did he fry brain cells like halfway through making this video and was driving towards a crowd of people? A vehicle that weighs A vehicle that weighs 2 tons. Like, what are we talking about here? She was the dangerous person in that situation. Sent one to the hospital and was driving towards a crowd of people. And he had to cut the freaking footage short, because if he shows any other angles, you'll see a crowd of people.
In our schema of a dictator's security forces, they're known as a pro-regime militia. Other examples include the Colectivos in Venezuela or the Basij in Iran, who recently gunned down many thousands of protesters. Militias are also part of US history. Industrialists hired the Pinkerton Detective Agency to break strikes in the 1800s, and for almost a century most Southern Democrats were content to let the Ku Klux Klan terrorize and lynch black citizens. Like other parts of the security forces, Trump wants ICE to be loyal to him personally, and while the military and FBI have traditions of professionalism and loyalty to the Constitution that make this harder, corrupting the loyalty of people in ICE is much easier. Partly this is done with money, signing
Okay, ICE agents are not the ones assassinating political opponents. They're not. They're not the ones committing violence. The left is. Antifa is. Isn't Antifa not like the militia of the left? ICE isn't going around burning down buildings, ransacking cities, destroying innocent people's property like the SA. There is more comparison between the left and early Nazi Germany than there is the right in Nazi Germany. The left is currently in the stage of the brown shirts with Antifa and BLM burning down and sacking cities and attacking people based on their race. Not the right. This is completely absurd, and he is flip-flopping history to fit his narrative. Ridiculous. And people don't know any better. That's the actual sad thing about this.
much easier. Partly this is done with money, signing on bonuses of $50,000 and help with student loans. But the main reason it's easier is that so many ICE recruits are new, meaning the administration
Okay, many ICE agents are new. Yeah, that's because a lot of people want to defend their country from the illegal immigrant threat that Great Britain's currently under with their crime rate and rape caused by Pakistani men. Because people like that join up for ICE see the things that are happening in your country, and they care so deeply that they want to stop that from happening to their country. But you don't care. You have genuinely made that clear. Why is he complaining that ICE is getting a sign-on bonus that makes them loyal to Donald Trump? I'm pretty sure the military also gets sign-on bonuses. I'm pretty sure cops also get sign-on bonuses and retention bonuses. They also pay for college. I'm really confused. What's it matter if that's what ICE is doing? Like I said, this guy has nothing but weak links towards what Donald Trump is instilling a dictatorship to just drum up Donald Trump hate. This makes my blood absolutely boil. That's all I have for the video. I hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have some insight on some of these things, leave a comment down below. I'm always curious to hear what people have to say, even if it's on the other side. Because unlike the people on the left, I don't want to shut down political discourse. I want to hear what they have to say and understand these people and their stance. Well, have a good one.